They went up there and they worked with the land. And that's what we all need to start thinking about, seriously, about how our lifestyles are. Because we're feeding all this stuff, how we eat our food. The alternatives for using the land are for sustainable agriculture research, for environmental education, for things that people are alienated from. Most people don't know about their food. Most people, when I talk to them about our lifestyle, they look at me like I'm crazy. They want to live in a city. Cities are going to fall. They're not going to be healthy places to live. We can't have a quality of life that's worth anything in a city. And our society needs to address these problems. Our university is getting lots of public money. They're doing the opposite. And the democracy issue is, they say, Alan Geiger says that the public got input. They say we had these sessions, okay? They never asked Student Senate about their input, but they did advertise these things, okay? And people went out there and they said, I want to build a greenhouse. I want to refurbish the greenhouse on the ridges for starting transplants and stuff. And they said, well, where are you going to get the funding for that? And they were like, oh. And they said, well, too bad. And then these other people came and talked about an equestrian park. And they, where are you going to get the funding? Oh, we're trying to get corporate sponsors. Okay, when you get the corporate sponsors, come back and talk to us. Now, I don't think any time did anyone go in there and say, we want biotech research park. We want this. We want this, and help us get it. Never. Never was that. That was no part of the public input. And they're trying to say that they're asking for $12 million in public funds. $2.5 million of our tuition dollars. This is our public money. These people saying that they had the political mandate to go out and get this biotech center for us. Please call the governor. The budget is in his house, right there at his, well, you know, his office or whatever. And there's a line item under the Ohio University for $12 million for the biotech center. Call him up and say, it's a tight budget year. Why don't you cut this $12 million to OU for this biotech center? Write him a letter. And we can start, why don't you call it Mary Abel? What does Mary Abel think about this? She doesn't want to go against the university. They hold jobs, blah, blah, blah. These are politicians with about this much vision. They're going to kill us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Call her up. Say, did you get elected yesterday? Well, you're going to start working for us now? So, just go up to the ridges. Make it a part of your life. And make it a part of our futures. And respect it. And make sure other people are respecting it when you're up there. And make sure that the university doesn't destroy it. Thank you.
Here? It doesn't appear so. Well, we're going to have an open microphone. If any of you have concerns or questions, things you haven't been raised, the microphone is open. We can disband now. We can.
I'd like to say something.
Okay. Stephanie Kaplowitz.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. We've been working extremely hard on this, and I've been losing my voice for the past week, so I'll try to talk as loud as I can. Use the mic. Okay. Is it on? Is this on? Hello? Hello. Okay. Well, I feel extremely strongly about saving the ridges and real strong about everything else everybody said. But I just want to quote this poem that I found on the garden wall right behind Cutler. And this is something that our university has put on a plaque. And to me, whenever somebody puts on a plaque and posts it somewhere where everybody can see, it seems like something that they believe in. So I want to read this. It's by John Burroughs, okay? The most precious resources of life are books, friends, and nature. The greatest of these is nature, an inexhaustible storehouse which moves the heart, appeals to the mind, gives health to the body, and joy to the soul. What better gift can our university give to the children and to the students and the community than nature? This is the ultimate thing. day. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Kevin, and I just have a suggestion. Someone was talking about getting kicked out of the ridges, OUPD, and people harassing you. Well, wouldn't that be a more appropriate place for this? Like for all of us, like to go and hang out at the ridges?
We discussed it.
Well, we did? Well, why don't we do it?
There were a lot of ridges.
What? Yeah. Kind of like we'll go there and say, hell no, we're not leaving. Get out of my face. How do we all feel about that? Has anybody been on camp out lately? Who's got tents?
Who needs tents?
Okay.
This is a piece of paper and a pen. If you're into camping on the ridges on Saturday, it'll be right here.
The Board of Trustees are meeting on Saturday too. We'll ask them up. Come down here to the Board of Trustees meeting, and then we can tell them, hey, let's go on the ridges. Picnic on Saturday. We got a camp there. Picnic on the ridges.
Okay, I'd like your attention. I think many people here are students, and we have a student senate, if you didn't know that, and
I'm on that.
half the people there are for the ridges, and half the people are for biotechnology. So basically, we would like as much support as we could get. Student senate is having a meeting tomorrow night, 8 o'clock? 7 o'clock.
Run to the library room, third floor of the library. Show up for students, speak out, and let them hear your voice.
And that's a senator telling you to do that.
That's the senator, okay? We got people in high places, and we want people to help us. This is a big thing, you guys. This isn't something like, oh, just a couple of students that want something more nature. It's not just that. We're trying to create a life, and life is not biotechnology, as far as I'm concerned. I've lived all my life without it, you know. Sorry, I don't know. I don't really need it. So, I mean, people have been alive for centuries without biotechnology, so I think we could survive some more. And I mean, even if they give me a few more days to live, I don't know. It doesn't matter, it's just a couple days. But I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say except if anybody wants to sign a Ridges petition, they're coming around. Please sign it. We need as much support as we can get. We need 7,000 signatures. We've got about 3,000. We've got a ways to go. And we never know when these kind of people are going to, you know, behind our backs going to go do some excavating up at the ridges. They don't inform us, obviously. So we need as much support as we can get. So please, anybody who's interested, come up and sign my petition. We've got tons of them. So thanks.
Just one thing. This summer, there's going to be a lot of students here working on this further, and we're not going to give up. We're not going to give in. This is too important, and we need your support. Support your fellow students that are helping us, you know, do right and save the world. You know, we're just doing our part locally. You know, this is really important. Just, you know, if the people lead, the leaders will follow. You know, we have to take care of ourselves because nobody else is going to do it for us, and everybody else is just going to run right over us, you know, and keep us oppressed, you know, and you know, we just got to do our thing. And please support us and talk about it and write the state legislators and do everything in your power to just, you know, make